The 1957 Lincoln wheat penny may look like a simple copper coin, but in reality, it carries a powerful story from one of the most important periods in American history. This small coin passed quietly through millions of hands, yet it witnessed global tension, economic growth, and a nation racing toward the future. At first glance, it seems ordinary, but once you understand its background, symbolism, and historical importance, you realize that this penny represents far more than just 1 cent. The coin shown here is officially known as the Lincoln wheat cent. Minted in the United States in 1957. It was made of 95% copper, with the remaining 5% consisting of tin and zinc, giving it a rich reddish-brown color that many collectors admire today. The coin weighs 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. During this era, U.S. pennies were still primarily copper, which is one of the reasons older pennies feel heavier and look different from modern ones. On the front side of the coin, we see the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Above his head are the words, "In God we trust," a phrase that reflects the nation's values and faith during times of challenge. To the left of Lincoln appears the word liberty, symbolizing freedom, while the year 1957 is displayed on the right side. Lincoln was the first real historical figure to appear on a circulating U.S. coin, introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of his birth. Abraham Lincoln was not chosen randomly. He is remembered as the president who ended slavery, preserved the Union during the Civil War, and stood for equality and justice. By placing his image on the penny, the United States ensured that every citizen, regardless of wealth or status, would carry the face of freedom and unity in their pocket. Every time someone used this coin, they were reminded of sacrifice, honesty, and national strength. When we turn the coin over, we see the iconic wheat design that gives this penny its name. 2 wheat stalks stand on either side, surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. At the top, the Latin phrase e pluribus unum appears, meaning out of many, one. This design symbolized America's agricultural roots, hard work and self-reliance. Wheat represented food security and growth, reminding citizens that the nation was built through labor and unity. To fully understand this coin, we must look at the year 1957 itself. This was the height of the Cold War, a time when the United States and the Soviet Union were locked in a tense global rivalry. In the same year, the Soviet Union shocked the world by launching Sputnik, the first artificial satellite, marking the beginning of the space race. While fear and uncertainty spread, America pushed forward with innovation, industry, and economic expansion. During this time, the 1957 Lincoln wheat penny was part of everyday life. It passed through the hands of factory workers, students. The value and importance of the 1957 Lincoln wheat penny become even clearer when we look at where and how it was produced. In 1957, this coin was minted at 3 major United States mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins produced in Philadelphia carried no mint mark, while those made in Denver featured a small D, and coins from San Francisco displayed an S. These tiny letters may seem insignificant, but to collectors, they play a crucial role in determining rarity and value. The Philadelphia Mint produced the largest number of 1957 pennies, which makes no mint mark coins the most common today. Denver also minted a high quantity, while San Francisco produced fewer coins compared to the other 2. Because of this difference in production numbers, collectors often find San Francisco minted pennies slightly harder to locate in higher condition, increasing their appeal among serious numismatists. Another major factor that defines the worth of a 1957 wheat penny is its condition. Coin condition refers to how well the coin has survived over time. Coins that circulated heavily often show wear, scratches, faded details, and discoloration. These are usually valued close to their copper content. However, pennies that were stored carefully and avoided circulation can still display sharp details, smooth surfaces, and original luster, making them far more desirable. Collectors grade coins using a standardized system that ranges from heavily worn to mint state. A 1957 penny in poor or average condition may only be worth a few cents, but one in uncirculated or near mint condition can sell for significantly more. Coins that still retain their bright red copper color are especially prized, as copper naturally darkens over time. The more original color a coin has preserved, the higher its potential value. Beyond mint marks and condition, errors play a fascinating role in the story of the 1957 Lincoln wheat penny. Error. Coins occur when something goes wrong during the minting process. These mistakes can include doubled letters, off-center strikes, weak strikes, or even misaligned designs. While errors were unintentional, they often transform ordinary coins into valuable collectibles. One of the most sought-after errors involves doubling in the lettering or date, where parts of the design appear slightly repeated. These errors happen because of issues during the die creation process. To the untrained eye, such coins may look normal, but experienced collectors carefully examine pennies for these subtle variations. When verified, error coins can command prices far beyond standard examples. Another reason the 1957 wheat penny attracts attention today is its metal composition. Being 95% copper, the coin holds intrinsic metal value. Over time, as copper prices have risen, older pennies have gained additional appeal. This is why many people search through jars of old coins, hoping to find copper pennies from before 1982, including, as we move deeper into the story of the 1957 Lincoln wheat penny. The question most people ask is simple: how much can this coin actually be worth today? The answer depends on a combination of factors that transform an ordinary penny into a collectible treasure. While most 1957 pennies remain common, certain examples stand out due to exceptional condition, rare errors, or unique visual appeal that attracts serious collectors. In average circulated condition, a 1957 Lincoln wheat penny is usually worth only a small amount above face value, often just a few cents. These coins show visible wear, softened details on Lincoln's portrait, and darker copper tones caused by years of handling. Such pennies are widely available and are primarily valued for their copper content rather than rarity. However, the value increases noticeably when a 1957 penny is found in uncirculated condition. Coins that were never used in daily transactions often retain sharp design details, clean surfaces, and original mint luster. These examples are much harder to find because most pennies entered circulation immediately after minting. Collectors are especially interested in coins that appear almost exactly as they did when they left the mint. Color plays a critical role in determining value. Copper pennies are classified by color into three main categories: brown, red, brown, and red. Brown pennies are the most common, while red-brown examples are more desirable. Fully red pennies, which retain nearly all of their original copper shine, are the most valuable. A 1957 Lincoln wheat penny in full red condition can sell for many times more than a brown example of the same year. Mint marks further influence pricing. While Philadelphia minted coins are common, Denver and San Francisco issues can command slightly higher prices, especially in high-grade condition. Collectors often compete for the best preserved examples from each mint, pushing prices upward when demand is high and supply is limited. The most exciting discoveries come from error coins. Errors can dramatically change the value of a 1957 penny, sometimes turning it into a four-figure collectible, doubling in the date or lettering. Die cracks, clipped planchets, or off-center strikes are among the errors collectors actively seek. These mistakes occurred during the minting process and were never intended to enter circulation, making them rare and fascinating. Authentication is extremely important when dealing with valuable coins. Many people mistakenly believe they have a rare penny, but only professionally verified examples carry strong market value. Serious collectors rely on grading services to confirm authenticity, condition, and error types. Without verification, even a genuine error coin may be difficult to sell at a premium price. Market demand also plays a major role in determining value. Coin collecting is influenced by trends, economic conditions, and collector interest. The Lincoln wheat penny series remains